So our next guest today is from the CT Office of Film, Television and Digital Media, the director of that office, George Norfleet.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on, y'all. I know you can do better than that. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, much better, much better. So good to see all of you. Is this moving? Okay. Stepping back. So yeah, it's really great to see all of you guys here today. This is the second annual DMCT Digital Media Summit that we've had here. And it was there was not this many people last year. So I am so encouraged, a little stage fright as well. So bear with me, but I'm very encouraged to see all of you here, especially interested in moving your lives forward in a creative field, in film, television, or digital media. How many of you guys want a job in that industry? Raise your hand. Okay, all right. We're gonna get the rest of you. What do the rest of you guys want to do? You want to have a job in a technological field? Raise your hands. Do some of you not want jobs at all? All right, well, you're in the right place because we got... Because we're gonna put you in one of those slots, one of those categories. But let me bring this back to saying thanks again to Matt Warwood of UConn, to Heather. They've been great partners in this endeavor since the beginning. Matthew in particular has actually increased, not just the amount of students that are coming here, but the amount of partners that we have who are also involved in education in high school or higher. So thank you so much, all of you folks that are from other institutions that are here represented, that are making this a big success. So thank you very much for that. Matt mentioned I am the director of the Office of Film, Television, and Digital Media for the state of Connecticut. And this group is important to us because we have targeted this industry. We've put financial incentives behind it to grow companies. We've put financial incentives behind it to relocate companies. Most of those companies are here located in Fairfield County, specifically in the Stamford area. And there are jobs out there and they're looking for people like you. So you are in the right place today. I hope you have a good time. I hope you learn a little bit something. And I hope that some of you guys that weren't raising your hands about getting jobs change your mind today, all right? So give yourself a round of applause. Thanks for coming.
Okay, one of the things I wanted to talk a little bit about before I introduce our next guest speaker is how elusive the term digital media can be. Quite often we think about digital media, and certainly as part of digital media is entertainment. But one of the things that you're going to learn today is, as a consequence of digital technology, the opportunities for skilled practitioners in digital media and design has expanded rapidly. And as you look at today's agenda, what you will notice is that it contains people from media companies, but as well as people from non-media companies. And before you leave today, I would challenge the speakers, particularly during the panel discussion, to help you get a better understanding of what these opportunities are. Small terms such as content. What is content? Why are we talking so much about content? Other terms such as the user, the audience, social media, the World Wide Web, designing websites, interactive experiences. All of these words are now associated with what we call digital media and designing solutions to solve communication problems. And so hopefully before you leave today, we will also help expand your knowledge about the different opportunities that fall under this umbrella. Now, to talk about those opportunities, particularly from the perspective of how lucky we are in the state of Connecticut, I'd like to invite our next guest speaker, Chris Brawl from the Business Council. Chris. Madeline Chang from Synchrony. Thank you, Madeline. Audrey Shiplin from Octagon. Ed Mcfadden from IBO. John Temple from IBO. And Bernard Francois. Preview Labs. Apologize. And sorry, I think I said IBO. I'm sorry. IBM CIO Design. And to moderate the panel, I'd like to invite George Norfleet back onto the stage. George.
Okay, hello again. So let's just jump right into it. We know your names, so let's go back through and give everybody an opportunity to elaborate a little bit on who you are, where you work, what you do, and your role at your respective place of employment. We'll start with Madeline.
My name is Madeline Chang, and I'm a product designer at Synchrony Financial. And basically, they're a financial services company that provides private label credit cards to consumers. And I've actually been in this field for a very short amount of time, for about less than a year. And I changed my career from advertising, which is where I initially was.
Hi, my name is Andriy Shpilchin. I work at Octagon. We are actually based here in Stamford. And Octagon is a sponsorship, marketing, talent representation agency. Most of the work that's done by the people that work at Octagon is actually event management. So at our company, we actually put together about 30 events per day. So that equals up to 13,000 events per year. My group falls under the creative pillar at the company, and I lead a team of developers that work at Octagon, and we also work closely with designers, your standard creative designers, UX designers, as well as project managers.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Ed Mcfadden, and I'm a creative director at IBM. I'm hoping most of you have heard of IBM, but if not, we're a technology company. We have about 500,000 employees and contractors, about 70% outside the United States. So we have people all over the world. And I'm with an organization at IBM called CIO Design, and our job, as Casey described a moment ago, and our job is really to make our employees more productive, more engaged, more happy with the work that they're doing. And my role as a creative director is to oversee the craft and quality of all the designers within CIO Design. We have about I think about 140 plus people on the team, and that includes visual design, UX design, content and communications, user research, and we also have an agile team for, they do a lot of coaching and training of agile techniques across IBM.
Hi, I'm John Temple. I'm also from IBM. I actually work with Ed. My background is a little different. I'm actually a cognitive psychologist, and that's where I began, and basically did lots of research and so forth. But my hobby was technology. I loved computers, any kind of technology. That's what really got me excited. And eventually ended up at IBM and started off as a researcher, and then went into design, which turned out to be not just a passion, but I felt like a calling. And what I do at IBM is, like I said, I'm a researcher and also a designer. I do combine those things. I support our internal portfolio, creating applications, and as well as looking into, for example, this Agile, how we integrate Agile as a best practice with design. That's something else I've been focused on lately. And whatever else they really need us to kind of focus on. So that's it.
So I'm Bernard of Preview Labs. My company does prototypes with game technology. So basically we make first playable versions of a game to really see if it's interesting, if the concept is interesting. And we also apply this outside of games. So business uses of, for example, augmented reality, virtual reality. So I started this company in 2010. In Belgium, and then I moved to the States in 2016, opened an office in Connecticut, first in New Haven, now in Milford. So we're a pretty small company of 7 people across our 2 offices. But we work for a lot of different clients, really very small ones, startups that come up with new ideas, as well as really larger companies where we really help them to quickly prototype some concepts. So that includes game companies like Wargaming. We have Disney Imagineering for the theme parks. We do some work with Google Research. We also do a lot of work for researchers like at Yale and Hartford and such. Usually doing research about serious applications of games, so about learning new things through the use of games, for example.
Hi, everybody. My name is Colleen Sherry, and I am the U.S. Digital Marketing Lead at Henkel, which is right down the street here in Stamford, and it is a global CPG company. I work on the beauty and body care brands, and by beauty we mean hair care and hair color. So brands like Got2b and Keratin Color, Color Team, and then on the body side, it's Dial, Soap, and Right Guard. So big brands who are looking to talk to their customers in the digital space, and how do we best reach them? How do we best push out our message, but then also bring them in and talk to them via social media, via digital media, via new types of content that we're exploring. So it's really exciting, and I'm happy to be here today to talk to you guys.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ettore Rossetti from Save the Children. Save the Children works in 120 countries, including the U.S. We're celebrating our 100th year, and I've been with Save the Children for 15 years. We give kids a healthy start in life, the opportunity to learn, and protection from harm every day and in times of emergency. I'm also a University of Connecticut alum.
Hi, my name is Derek Ambrosi. I'm a filmmaker. I make movies and TV shows, and I work for myself, but I work for different studios, different networks, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
Is that a freelancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm a freelancer, sometimes I'm a wage earner, but it's a complicated tax return, I'll say that.
The gig economy, right on. Sorry, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Michelle. Can you hear me okay? Oh, okay. I'm a visual designer, also a CIO design. I work with Ed and John and Casey that already spoke earlier. I am so excited to be here. I'm also a UConn alum, so thank you for having me. And so close to lunchtime, you guys are doing incredible with paying attention. And I studied illustration. I love to draw. I see you drawing. Yes, we can talk later. And I work with the CIO design team and help bring visuals together to create a better communication for our team.
Thank you very much.
The reason why I was going to bring up, if you know any high schoolers, there's also something called the Connecticut 84-hour film challenge. So it's a very similar setup to that. That's something else that we also work to support, and that takes place twice a year. So that was another announcement. They couldn't be here today, unfortunately. Another announcement I've been asked to make as well is that there's the Connecticut Student Film Festival. If you go to the Digital Media CT website and you click on Education Industry, you'll see the map, and you have the ability to just toggle off all the other options and just select the film festivals in Connecticut. There's 11 film festivals in the state of Connecticut for people to submit their films to. Many of these film festivals quite often have a student discount, but they also have feature films from Connecticut filmmakers as well. So it's a great place. You heard a lot about networking earlier. It's a great place to go to and engage with the film community here in the state of Connecticut. All right. So